about 18 months ago, I suppose, when after I kind of finished with Wexford, I just felt I needed to go back and kind of re-energise and just get a new perspective on different ideas. There was a lot of new stuff coming in, like the functional screening, the functional movement, that kind of stuff, and I just need to get back to basics and start afresh again. So, and here I ended up 18 months later with the certificate, so I'm delighted.
I began studying back 2007, 2008. There was a few of us in Connacht Rugby at the time looking to better ourselves, I suppose, in educational wise. So we were just really excited about getting involved in a college like Setanta. Obviously it was flexible as well, so it allowed us to kind of continue to play professional sport and better ourselves educationally.
Once I got into it, it was a case of just managing your time, and obviously everybody has to work, but it was a very enjoyable course, which makes it a bit easier to get the books open and to study. So
thankfully being online and having access to all the tutors and the lecturers through email made a huge difference, and they're always willing to help and kind of work around your schedule a little bit as well, so you kind of got the best of both worlds.
Yeah, it was one of the main reasons I actually started with Setanta College, because of the flexibility that it allowed. I was working a day job at the time, and still playing actually, in fact, as well, and starting to coach. So because of the way the modules were set up online and the way the assignments were allowed to be handed in online, it was perfect for someone like me.
Yeah, obviously the best part of the practice is really meeting coaches of like-mindedness, and again you're meeting coaches from tennis, basketball, rugby, soccer, and obviously I'm in the GAA, so it was great to just get different perspectives, because we had to do different programs for all different sports, and and it was great to see how similar a lot of the condition and training can be, and how you can expand on different ideas very quickly just by talking to other coaches. So the practical side was very good.
Yeah, I loved the practical workshops. Actually, they were, for me, the practical workshop, because of the quality, I think, mainly of the people that were giving the workshops and just the interactive nature of it. We got some terrific work done in terms of all the functional movement stuff, and particularly all the practical side of the stuff that we were learning. And allied to the fact that we met so many people from across different sports that were doing similar roles, and the workshops often ended up in just big, huge discussion forums. And so, yeah, the workshops would be one of the highlights, I think, for my time at Setanta College. Yeah, I took a lot of the stuff that we learned at theory level onto the pitch, and I think it was, I just loved the way the material was presented. Even the language used, it made it just that bit easier to understand for people like myself.
Difficult to pick. I think I really enjoyed the weightlifting module. I said, we went to the gym as a professional rugby player, and you just go in and do what you're told. But I suppose studies through Setanta, I don't know why you lift certain kind of weights and why you do a certain time of the year and what the benefits are, and then hopefully as a coach I'll be able to translate that then into practice when I go coaching.
The weightlifting one is a very, very interesting one. The functional screening, functional movement module were terrific modules, because we learned about just the basic movement skills, and in particular how that tied into just the physical development of the athlete. And one of the big learning areas, the big practical areas, I think, was the needs of the athlete, and actually how to understand the needs of the athlete. So some of those earlier modules are really, really terrific, and then later on the technology module and learning a little bit about the new technologies coming through in sport, like GPS tracking and this kind of stuff is powerful stuff. I'm currently the skills coach for the Dublin senior hurling team, and I'm also doing some work with individual athletes, and just recently working with an athlete that's involved in sailing events, so that's quite different for someone like me who's coming from GAA background.
Not officially, no. I'm just kind of helping out here and there, trying to get experience, and I suppose studying what other coaches do and their practices and the way they kind of manage people as well, so that's a big part of any type of coaching is man management. So I kind of do help out in any teams that kind of ask for a session or whatever, so I kind of go about that way, I suppose, get experience?
Yeah, I'm with my own local team in Dunhill. We're an intermediate hurling team, and we just recently lost the county final. So again, the reason I kind of stuck with them is I just wanted to get a handle on the strength and condition. They have a good gym set up there, so I wanted to bring some of the players through strength and condition programs, through the functional screen and that kind of stuff, and just get a better handle on it. Like so, all in all, I'm trying to probably implement some of the newer stuff I'm learning.